While we were hoping for some sort of relief from the smoke today, that did not happen. So in the meantime, doctors want to make sure everybody's taking this seriously and adapting until it's safe to go outside.
Air quality monitoring website IQ Air says Seattle and much of the state sits at unhealthy or very unhealthy air quality levels. And doctors say breathing in those small particles can worsen existing health conditions.
And it can cause some inflammation there, which can worsen things like asthma or chronic lung disease, or set off inflammation that can cause other problems.
Local hospitals are noticing more people with breathing issues coming into the ER. Harborview Medical Center is seeing an increase of 3 people per day coming into the ER with respiratory problems. Snohomish County EMS says it received about 30 respiratory calls on Saturday and Sunday. Calls have since leveled out. On a normal day without wildfire smoke in the area, it receives about 18 calls. UW professor Dr. Joel Kaufman says there's a lot of concern about this so-called double hit.
So here we're in the middle of a respiratory pandemic, a viral pandemic that's going on, a pathogen circulating, at the same time as we have this respiratory hazard from the smoke coming in. And there's, yes, every reason to believe that those two things could combine to cause more inflammation.
Dr. Kaufman says evidence of that isn't definitive, but it's something you should pay attention to.
We know from evidence with the flu and from other respiratory infections that air pollution episodes do make it easier to get infections and make those infections likely to be worse. We also know that the same kinds of health effects that air pollution causes put people into that category of people who are at higher risk for COVID infection.
Dr. Kaufman says anyone experiencing breathing issues should first check in with their bodies, see how they're feeling. And if you have a history of respiratory problems and you're experiencing chest pains, to call your doctor or go to the hospital. In Seattle, Britt Moore, King 5 News.